Good evening. I'm going to talk about Romanticism and Realism. Romanticism was an attitude or intellectual orientation that characterized many works of literature, painting, music, architecture, criticism, and historiography in Western civilization over a period from the late 18th to the mid 19th century. Romanticism emphasized the individual, the subjective, the rational, the imaginative, the personal, the spontaneous, the emotional, the visionary, and the transcendental. Realism was a movement that encompassed the entire, or at least the Midwest and South, although many of the writers and critics associated with realism were based in New England. What is the difference between Romanticism and Realism? Romanticism and Realism are like day and night. One shows the imagination at work, and the other focuses the hard reality of the everyday world. In art and literature, realism expresses messages that describe real situations, and romanticism illustrates messages but using fiction. For example, the first image expresses liberty, and the second one expresses the reality of society. Writers like Charles Dickens strove above all to their narratives were approaching the experience of life. In Romanticism, the poets were not trying to express feelings or impressions in general. They expressed their own feelings. In society, these are some of the most popular paintings of realism. It's clear that the first image expressed the discrimination between social class, and the second one, you can see the face of the women, their gown skin, their social class, and the waiting for their work. In Romanticism, the families were numerous, many people trying to have many children, even knowing that not all survive. In music, the Romantics believed that the music painted the feelings of different ways. The audience for each was made up primarily of comfortable people from the middle and upper classes. Both movements annate most forms of artistic practice and had a notable impact in poetry, literature, the visual arts, and theater. Romanticism and realism were culture's layer of the elite. This image represents both movements. Romanticism, Romeo and Juliet, a forbidden love, and realism, children playing to hating. That's all. Thank you for your attention.